It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, June 13th. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends after a great show yesterday. Shout out to Ryan Toby for joining us, formerly of City High, writer, producer, actor. Shout out to Steve Chung. Sexy Mo will not be joining us today. We may have a friend. Jay Marie may be on here today. Good friend of mine. Waiting on Jay Black. Jay Black, welcome kind of late. So I'm a solo artist for a little bit at least. Hopefully I sent that link to Jay Marie properly. And we can get it started. Watched a little basketball yesterday. Not surprised. Boston is just a better team than the Dallas Mavericks. That's what it is. You know, I like to do a little sports every once in a while. I don't like to, some of y'all into sports, some of y'all not into sports. So I don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of sports and everything like that. But I try to tell people who wanted to listen that the Boston Celtics are just a better overall team than the Dallas Mavericks. Not saying Luka ain't great. Not saying Kyrie ain't great. I'm just saying Boston has a full squad of dudes. And I'm a Knicks fan, so it's hard to say this. Has a full squad of a team that they can pass the ball 3 or 4 times. And no matter who winds up with the ball, they are comfortable with them shooting. They're just a better team. Y'all want to tell me Luka and Kyrie Irving are the greatest clutch duo in the history of basketball? And you wanted to tell me, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not a Celtic fan. And I lived in Dallas for a long time. I like the Mavericks. I like the Mavericks. But Boston just got too much going on. They just got too many options as a team. Shout out to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Shout out to Derek White, Porzingis, Al Horford, and the rest of them guys. They got too many options, and they've been here for a bunch of years trying to grind out a championship, and they were up 3-0. Nobody's ever come back from being down 3-0. Eventually, it will happen at some point. It's going to happen. It never happened in baseball for like hundreds of years or whatever. And the Red Sox did it to the Yankees, but it's not going to happen this series. And just to let y'all know something real quick, and that this has to do with sports, but then it just has to do with people's attitudes. People will switch up on you in a second. In a second. Just to give y'all an update, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, who I respect immensely, like I said a few seconds ago, were said to be, this is the greatest clutch duo in basketball history. This is what they were saying. This is what the commentators were saying. This is what the Stephen A. Smith may not have said it. It might not have been him, but this is what was being said. What was being thrown around by the announcers on the game. Greatest duo in basketball history. It took 3 games to go from that to people getting on TV saying Luka Doncic is unacceptable, how his defense is. His defense is unacceptable. He has to mature because he fouled out. Rightly so. He fouled out. They switch on you in a second. Now it's unacceptable. The same defense he was playing against the Timberwolves is now unacceptable. And if he doesn't stop complaining to the refs as he's done, he got his 6th foul, and first thing he said was, you better review that. You can review it and see if it gets overturned. This is the same defense he's been playing the entire playoffs. Same defense. Trust me, he's not trying any less. He's probably trying harder. He's not a good defensive player. But it's been that way. But I tell you, they will switch on you in a second. They did it to Kyrie. Kyrie was, this is a remarkable. When they were playing the Timberwolves, this duo, 60 points combined and everything. And Kyrie struggled. It ain't got nothing to do with maybe Boston is really that good. Kyrie's struggling. He's got to show up. He did show up. You don't think Kyrie Irving is trying? So yesterday he had a great game, but the first 2 games they were like, he's struggling. He has to show up in order for of course, he did show up. It just might be that Boston is better than them. It might also be that Jason Kidd might be getting out coached. And maybe his hands are tied. Maybe he realizes I don't have any adjustments. We ain't got the players to beat this particular team. But anyway, I'm not gonna bore y'all to death with all that. They turn on you in a second, people. They're Drake fans who turned on Drake just because he lost the battle that y'all wanted him to take part in. You can't trust these people out here, man. You can't trust these people out here. They will change your opinion so quick. It is amazing. Let me get to these good mornings. I'm sorry, y'all, but that was just on it. And we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We got it's Therapy Thursdays, y'all. Jeanette, what's up? Good morning. RG Parker, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me get all y'all good mornings in. Shout out to Miss Clark in the building. Ashley Newman, always rocking out. We so appreciate you, girl. Now I'm putting this up there. Happy Friday, Junior. Yeah, happy Friday Eve, y'all. And I got a long weekend coming up. Life is life, and girl, but I'm not going to complain. Taking a road trip to see my daughter in VA for Father's Day. Well, congratulations, Miss Parker. You make sure you travel safely and you have an excellent time. It's always great to spend time with family. If you like your family. I love my family. Some people, don't like their family. She's going overseas for 2 years. All right, y'all was having a whole conversation and dialogue. I don't know what that was about, but whatever it is, it is. Jay Black is in the building, and Afro Queen is in here. RG Parker, and let me get the rest of y'all. Yes, Mike, great show yesterday. Thank you, Yankee. And we got to shout out Ryan Toby, and we got to shout out C Chunk for making that happen. We got to shout out C Chunk for trying to holler at Claudette. Got to shout that out.
Classic. I never forget that.
Sports. Boston defense talking. Yes, listen, man. They will turn on you in a second. Facebook is back up, Mike. Yep, we're back. We seem to be good.
I saw an alert. It said they got a new update. You got to have at least 100 followers, and then they have some new rules. So I don't know what that was, but either way, you still met that criteria. So
I guess we did because we back in. Mike, we need box seats back. Oh, for those who don't know what box seats was, that's me, Talent, Fig, did a sports talk show, and trust me, I want to do that again. It's hard for me to wake up and do this.
Everybody got stuff they're doing.
But that's an excuse. I should do that because it was actually super fun, and I think we were on to something with that. Coke is in here. Coke, hey, you're a cop, Coke, and I'm about to play some footage that is disturbing. So if you have any comments on it, just watch it because I haven't been triggered like this in a long time. Oh, Mike, the Twins artwork is freaking awesome. Thank you. That is Autumn. That is Autumn doing her thing. Oh, so how about this, Jay? I try and put my little what up, DJ Super? And Super, thank you for taking the phone call yesterday. And the Twins are excited that he's setting up some audio for their graduation party. And
dope.
So he came through super in the clutch. How's the graduation, Jay? Well, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Matter of fact, let's get into it now. Go ahead.
How Lady Q post anything? I don't even know if she posted anything. Graduation was dope. They call it move up. I guess elementary school they don't call it graduation, but it's
words.
I said,
shut up. Golly.
In Philly, in my school, it was just graduation.
Happy move up. That's what we got to call it now. Happy move up.
I guess you're not I don't know the term. I don't understand it. I don't. I say he graduated. They're saying move up day. But yeah, so it was good. Lady Q got a lot of compliments on her gift. Because for boys, you don't bring flowers for boys. You got to bring something for boys. So Lady Q made
be clear. I don't know if you can bring flowers, Jay. You might not want to speak on that. You might.
You can bring boys flowers.
You might be able to bring boys flowers.
All right, maybe because I'm Generation X. Generation X, we don't bring boys flowers. So she made like, matter of fact, here, do I got a picture? She made like a flower bouquet thing out of all right, let me put this up. You see, it's like a of dollars. Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
So she made it and kept getting stopped. She kept getting stopped everywhere we went. They were stopping her, trying to figure out where she did it from and how she did it, and she should do that for a living. So she made a dope little flower bouquet. But he cleaned up. He won like 6 awards. We was able like, yo, he kept winning everything. They kept Kaden Bush. They made it special. So yeah, it was dope. Like he cleaned up though.
After all the complaining you did about that school, look how wonderfully everything.
It was still number 4 black people out of a 1,000.
Then go recruit some. What do you want them to do?
No, when I complain, I just like to feel comfortable. I need to see people that look like me, and it was only like literally 4 of us.
So what you want them to do?
And nobody ever sit next to me at every event. I always got a free seat. I always tell Lady Q, don't worry about it. Ain't nobody gonna sit next to me. No one ever sits next to me. But I don't care.
Maybe if you ain't had the attitude face when you walk in, because you walk in with the attitude face off the door.
Dog.
You do.
You see me smiling?
Dog, that's because you're right there with the fam. I'm saying when you're doing the walk in public, I know the face that you put on, then you wonder why nobody sits next to you. Because everybody thinks you're going to have an attitude if they sit next to you.
She said it's called a promotion set. They said move up. I saw a lady. She said, welcome to move up. Promotion ceremony. I don't know. Yeah, Jeanette said, yeah, it's called Move Up Day or something. Yeah, it was like, I don't know.
No, this is a whole lot.
Yeah.
Is it a graduation or not a graduation? What are we doing now?
And they wasn't allowed to do the cap and gown, but still some people had cap and gowns on their kids. And I was like, did my boy want one? We should have had one for him too then. But Lady Q said it was too much because it's 5th grade and I guess it's cap and gown.
Yeah, the graduation. I've always thought it was too much with the 5th grade graduation. With the we had a graduation for kindergarten. We there was a graduation for going out of kindergarten or something like that. We had a graduation for when the kids were in preschool.
And that was a good idea. Yo, they kept stopping her, like literally. Oh my God! They kept pulling her over, stopping, asking her about these darn flower money thing. But it was dope. It was good.
Yeah,
it was proud moments. It was definitely, and I kept screaming and I recorded it all. Yeah, I kept screaming every time they called his name.
That's dope. So real quick before, because we got a bunch of stuff that I want to jump into, and I think J. Marie is supposed to join us.
J. Marie Poetry.
Yeah, I sent her the link. Dope. I texted her the link. She wanted me to text it to her. I texted her. She said she got it. So we'll see if she's gonna get on. But so Autumn had the art show.
Okay.
This is not a real serious conversation, y'all. Just made me giggle, right? She had the art show. It was great. I'm taking pictures just like you, Jay. I'm making videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I post, it took me a little bit of time. I posted the little video, tribute to her, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, I ain't hear nothing. I'm like, Autumn ain't say nothing about that.
She ain't say nothing back.
She ain't say nothing. Nothing. And I go like, so I picked them up and I go, Autumn, did you see the Instagram? She said, Dad, I don't follow you.
Ooh.
I said, what?
Wait, what does that mean?
Exactly. So Akela was like, well, I do follow him. So she showed her the video. She liked the video. She liked it. They're doing yesterday was a whole senior day. They went to Top Golf. The class went to Top Golf. Then they won the Funplex and everything like that. So they're getting set up for Monday, which is
I'm checking to see if she followed me. Like, wait, is it just
I don't even
she don't want Dad to see certain she don't want to see what you post just in case you post
I don't think
weird?
she don't want to see what I post because Autumn is very like laid back. It's nothing crazy yet. But I was like, okay. I said, well, all right, well, cool. So all right. Enough of the parenting thing.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I want to show this about how they killed this man in this bar, in this restaurant. I don't get it. It was so triggering to me that I thought Is
I
this
didn't see
fake?
it.
So I'm gonna show you this, and
Let me see what's going on. I'll tell you.
let me take it from the top. First of all, when he walk in, he puts his hands in the air.
Stop! Put down the gun! Go! 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 Put your hands on your fucking head! Put your hands on your head! Put your hands on the fucking head!
Are they tasing him?
Yeah.
Stop!
How can you put your hands in your head? Or now he tried to run.
5 men run away! 5 men run away!
Wait, I must have missed something.
6-3!
Let me find that.
And I want to show you something.
I missed something.
I want to show you the security in the place was helping the police officer. So he grabbed the guy, right? I want you to see how strategic he moves the security white guy out the way.
5 men run away! 5 men run away!
Watch this. Watch. He gets him out the way. Somebody need to explain something. Like somebody needs to explain something. Like I didn't even want to start the show with that. I honestly didn't even want to do it. But it's like we can't keep doing shows.
22-year-old. Wait, what did it say he was? Yeah, he was 22 years old.
About all the fun stuff, and then when this happens, we don't address. And I don't know what dog. I don't. How is this police officer not in jail right now? And I don't know the details. I just know it kept being shown and people were talking about it. And it gets to the point where I don't like getting into this because I really want to have a good time on the show and just have fun.
You got to talk. You have to. You can't ignore stuff like that.
But what?
I thought I was missing something. Like once you tasing somebody and he's running away and security tackling him.
Dog, he emptied his gun. The last 2 shots were just like, yeah, let me add these last 2.
Get these off.
I don't know. And maybe I should have researched it more because I really wasn't even going to show it. I don't know what you tell people. I don't know how we keep having this conversation and how you're going to. I just want to know, and I'm going to be very careful with this because we know Coco's family. He's a police officer. He's family. But I just want to know how many times is this going to happen, and then how shocked are we going to be when somebody stops running and retaliates the same way the cop did? Because that's when anarchy jumps off. When people start going, legit, when you get pulled over by police, there's a chance you could die. I don't understand what y'all think the next step is going to be when people finally decide, you know what? I'm going to die anyway. That's when everybody would be like, oh my God, people are officially now retaliating with the same force that they used. I don't know what, like, as human beings, don't we get that this can only get worse? Like, this can only get worse. Somebody or people are going to go, what choice do you have? Like, you're telling me that tasing wasn't an okay, so he ran. Got you. The security grabbed him. He was on the ground.
You didn't say he thought he had a gun?
Just explain. Listen, I can't get an explanation for the first bullet. They're all disturbing. They're all sick. The last two are so sick because he's laying lifeless. And he adds the last two. And I don't even want to show it again. The last two, the man has already shot him 4 or 5 times as he's laying on the ground, and he lets off 2 more shots. He's so cool and calm. As he's letting off the last 2 shots, he's already making the phone call in for backup. So you're in no danger. And you moved the security guy out the way so you could get full aim at this person laying on the ground. Yo, man. And this is the shit I'm talking about. When we get so caught up on certain candidates, this shit's been going on forever under every president. Under every president, this has been going on. And the excuses, and you know what? I won't even be surprised because they're going to say he ran. They're going to, he resisted. They're going to give us the same old rhetoric. But once again, we got super love for Coke. Super love.
Oh, he ain't saying nothing on this one.
And this is why I want to be. We worry about him doing his job. Like we always worry about his safety and him going out there and having to put his life on the line. But when something happens to a police officer like that, there's a ceremony. There's people. There are cops banding together. Dog, like this is crazy, man. I'm not even joking, but I need to know the totality of the circumstances. It doesn't look good to me. Just from the video, why hasn't this received more attention? I'm going to show people in my squad. I saw it, it all of a sudden it just flooded my algorithm. So and
yeah, I just googled it, and it looked like it got a lot of coverage in Atlanta. Obviously, it can't happen in Atlanta, and then look like it's some little national coverage starting to pick up on it. But yeah,
man, I hate to sound cliche. We're living in a crazy ass time. And I know we all say that all the time. We're living in a crazy world. DJ Super, did y'all see the guy who retaliated on a cop who killed his unarmed teenage son? The father went and shot the officer's daughter and killed her. Waited for the police and said eye for an eye. Yeah, I did see that. I
thought they said it was fake though.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was real or not. But this is what I tried to tell.
Just imagine if that happened. Yeah.
But this is what I tried to tell y'all about AI. Y'all so amped about, like, everybody's faking shit. Everybody's faking something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, that would slow down if that was true and that really happened. And you're a cop, you'll be thinking twice before you loosey goosey letting off rounds like that, knowing that wait, they can come after my family after this. If I unjustly murder somebody, I'm not protected in the streets. I may be protected by law. My job would be good. But do I want somebody to come after my family next?
It's scary because
just do the right thing.
It's scary because when it goes somewhere like that, do you understand? Once the genie gets out the bottle, you can't put it back. You can't put it back in the bottle, y'all.
But fear, they say if you fear for your life, you can't judge that. Like a cop, they can always say, I was fearful for my life. I didn't know if he had a weapon.
After the first 3, well, listen, man. Listen, so we addressed it. I'm not gonna get stuck on this. We addressed it. It's something that's ongoing, I guess, in Atlanta, and we see where this could go, or what's gonna be the end result, or is this one just gonna get swept under because it happens so damn much that another one to come, and then we'll be like, oh, we don't know that person's name either. Then another one to happen. I would never want to be a police officer. I would never want that responsibility. I would never want to have to run to somebody's house in a domestic disturbance and try and be the person who has to go in there. I would never want to have to do that. But the people who choose to, like, and I don't know, maybe I'm saying this and ain't nothing gonna change because that's where I'm getting now in my life. None of this is gonna change, so I need to make sure I'm happy in my life because none of this other stuff is gonna change. None of the other stuff is going to change. All right, so let me get into a lighter subject. This has nothing to do with Chris Brown. This just happens to be Chris Brown was taking pictures. Coke said, "I've been shot at before. By the way, you hear the bullets passing you before you hear the sound, and that's why I'm it's a job that I would never want to do, Coke. And I'm happy that you're okay and you're with us and you get to watch the show every day. So Chris Brown is taking pictures with fans, right?
Okay.
Simple, right?
So, yeah.
He's been getting there's been a lot of posts because these women are going up to him and wanting him to take a picture, grabbing their butt.
Yo, grip me up. Grab these cheeks, Chris. Let me get that flick. That's what they saying. Pause.
Yeah, that's what they're happening. They're paying a pretty penny to get here. So this one guy has a rant. I guess this is lies detected. And I want you to hear what
he said a benefit, you get free coffee from Wawa from being a cop. But go ahead.
You stupid. So this guy had his take on the pictures being taken. And he had, I guess he wanted to get a little traction. So this is what he had to say about the picture.
Our girl is so insecure that they want to break up because you paid to take a picture with your celebrity crush that you have no chance in hell with. They don't need to be in a relationship anyway. They did you a favor.
All right,
break that down, Mike. Break down what I'm saying.
So he basically, they're saying that this led to a breakup. I guess she's in a relationship, and this picture led to a breakup. And then Mr. Man comes up here and does the insecure take. He does, oh, if you're that insecure that your woman can't take a picture with a celebrity that you never have a chance with, then it's better they're not with you. Why are y'all so quick to be these celebrity whores that y'all think the basic rules of a relationship don't count because somebody can sing or dance? If the girl would have taken that same picture with me, y'all would not have a problem with her boyfriend breaking up with her. But for some reason, if it's a celebrity, the rules of a relationship change because, quote unquote, you ain't got no chance with him. So that means, listen, if you want to take the picture and pay to take the picture, I'm not saying she's wrong or right, but don't get on a guy who's in a relationship with her for catching feelings about this picture.
Greenborn, so that's a mild photo anyway. That's mild. But to pay somebody to grind on your butt and you're in a relationship with that person,
you better take your black and mild ass out of here, Queen. I wish you would take that picture. We in a relationship.
And you're going to pay this person to grind up on you and think I'm supposed to be okay with this?
Why do the
flip side
change?
They're saying is, but you know damn well he ain't going to,
First of all, we don't.
We don't know.
We don't.
We don't know if his team is going to tell you, hey, hang out, chill for a minute. He want to party with you tonight. We seen it happen
all the time.
Mike, don't share your personal story. But
I'm not gonna share my personal.
But I'm thinking of a major artist, major, and yeah, so it can happen. So your side chick can get smashed by a major artist from taking a photo or meeting backstage. So it happens.
But I just don't get why the rules change just because somebody's a celebrity. Like, if that's what your relationship is like, that means you could take a picture like that with the average person, then that's cool. I have no problem with that. I have no problem if the guy was cool with the picture. What I have a problem with is this dude trying to jump on here and once again going at his neck saying he's insecure simply because he felt some type of way about his significant other taking a photo with a celebrity. The last go around, $1,000 later, my niece girlfriend took a picture with Breezy. They look like a whole couple. It went viral. And I have no problem with you taking a picture with a celebrity.
If they single.
I just have a problem. Oh, yes. Thank you. I saw that.
Girlfriend.
What I have a problem with is you trying to go at the dude, or let's just say it was the opposite way around. Let's say the dude took a picture with Rihanna.
Our girl is so insecure that they want
to. Dude.
So they took a picture with Rihanna. All right, so go ahead. Reverse that role. Let me hear.
The guy takes a picture with Rihanna, and you guys are in a relationship, and he's behind her the way Chris Brown is behind. And once again, this has nothing to do with Chris Brown, y'all. But just happens to be that Chris Brown was a celeb. And he's on that end of it. I could see why somebody who's dating me would be like, "Yo, Mike, that's the picture you gonna take?" Like, you can take a picture with a celebrity and not trying to look like you booed up with them. And if you don't, and once again, I repeat, if you don't have a problem with your girl taking that picture, I'm cool with that too. What I'm not cool with is dudes trying to pinpoint people. And once you have a problem with something, you're called insecure. I get it. We all have insecurities. But y'all will not take that picture with the average Joe like that. But then if the guy can sing or dance or act, it's okay. Stop playing with me. And trust me, I've been called insecure 12 billion times in my life. I'm cool with it.
Asha said the rules of engagement don't change because they're a celebrity.
I wish everybody else thought like you. I wish everybody else thought like you. And let me tell you about this dude talking. This girl is not ever going to talk
because you paid to take a picture with your celebrity crush that you have no chance in hell with. They don't need to be in a relationship anyway.
You have no chance in hell with her. But I don't get it, because I'm telling you, people will risk it all for a celebrity. And maybe because we've been around them so much that we kind of have a different look on it. But y'all will risk it all. Y'all will risk a relationship with somebody who's ridden out with you through bad, good, sad, happy. And y'all gonna see Chris Brown one day. And y'all will risk. We saw the girl at the concert who got on stage and danced with the dude. And that relationship, he wound up bouncing out. I'm just dancing with him. I forget who he was. He was some rapper, singer, something. And he started grinding on her. And everybody was like, "Whoa, old dude, look at him leave." You think I'm going to bring you here so you can do? Man, y'all have lost it today. Y'all got to be kidding me. And I didn't even get Jay Black's opinion because I already know what he's going to say. The relationship would be over. What? And the thing, and in Jay's defense, he don't have a problem with you taking a picture with a celebrity. You just better understand how to pose in this picture.
The posing is the thing. You right about that.
As long as you follow protocol on the pose, Jay better than me with that, because he'll facilitate it. He'll be like, "Oh, take this picture real quick."
All right, you all good right there.
Yeah, I'm not. I won't. They bleed red like us. People weird and move really funny when it comes to celebrities. Yeah, we always have. There's nothing we're more turned out about than celebrities, y'all. We can't get enough. We love living through their lives. We love living through their lives. The actor Kevin Spacey just did a whole interview. For those who don't know, the actor Kevin Spacey, very famous actor, he got caught sexually being inappropriate to guys, co-stars.
Mm-hmm.
This dude did a whole interview and was tearing up and crying. Like, we're supposed to feel bad for him. And I'm telling you, some people fell for it. Some people, it's like, he was worse than the Diddy apology because he gave the tears and everything. "You're taking my house. My house is in sheriff's sale. I don't know where I'm going to live." Well, maybe you should have stopped touching them boys. I would have a problem if my dude took a picture like that. Miss Clark said, with a celebrity. Did she say I would have? Okay, I would have a problem if my dude took a picture with a celebrity female. And I would have a bigger problem if my dude let me take a picture like that with a male celebrity. Look at, she's gonna turn. Okay, all right, Miss Clark. She's diabolical. Miss Clark is diabolical.
Yeah.
A person was detected.
And I'm trying to see. Go ahead.
I remember this. Wait, I knew I had an old picture I took with Tony Braxton back in the day. Look at this. You talk about taking a picture too close with a celebrity. You remember that one?
Oh, I remember that
when
one?
I had her gripped up so tight?
Talk to me right now.
That was so back in the day.
What?
Them suspect pictures.
What? She had to put her arms in front of her breast.
I remember that. Every time you think about the suspect, I think about that. I don't know what I was thinking.
What
I grabbed her so tight.
What?
I remember that.
He's got the collage. He got the Maya. He got
No,
the.
because you did it was for a show and you did like suspect pictures and we had put them together. It was like, why is he so close to all these people, hugging them so tight? That was back then. That was fun. The Tony Braxton one always gets me laughing every time. I was like, what was I thinking?
Yo, back up off of her. 2024, you would have caught a case. You'd have taken that picture today, you'd have caught a case. We'd have been calling a lawyer. Like, damn, Jake. It would have been a whole problem today.
No, she wasn't uncomfortable. Stop that. She wasn't uncomfortable.
That's not what that picture looks like.
No, she was good. She was good. She was not. She would have said something. No, she would have said something.
That's what everybody says. She would have said something. What was she gonna say? Can you please release me? Aggressive black man, can you please release me from this picture? What? Oh man! As long as you don't have that Alicia Keys picture, boy. Yeah. Oh my god!
I don't know what happened to that Alicia Keys photo. I have no idea.
Yo, what? The picture, the Jay was so inappropriate in his picture that Alicia said, "Woo."
He refused to introduce me to. Oh, back then. Oh, she wanted to meet Trey Songz. She was just too giddy. Lady Q wanted to meet Trey Songz with the.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Lady Q. No, you didn't.
She was too giddy. I was like, nah, I ain't.
No, we gotta protect you. We gotta protect. I got some stories that I'm not gonna tell. No, we don't need you taking pictures with no Trey Songz.
I said, nah, I'm not gonna make that. So he right there. I said, nah, you was just talking to him. I know we cool, but. Yeah, no. Give me a minute. I'll swing you back over by.
Wait, he refused to introduce to Trey Songz and Willie from Day 26. Willie from Day 20. You want to take a picture with one of Day 26?
Yeah, I'm like, why you want to take a picture? Yeah. No, like nah.
They weren't even a celebrity crush for me. That's funny.
I just it was something in her voice I didn't like, so I was.
Was it the way she was looking? Like
he's
right there. Can you get a picture?
She asked about the Trey show. I took her to the show because we knew them back then at that point like that. And then, you're not gonna take me. You said we came to the show. So now you want me to take you over to the second. No, but you were just there. No, I can go there, but I'm not. Okay, give me a minute. You asked too many times for me. So that's why I was like, nah.
The only thing I ever did, which I think about it, whenever a celebrity would come to Hot 97, and I knew Stacey was a big fan of them, I would call her and let her talk to her. I'm like, yo, I got somebody in the line for you. Because, she's super New Edition fangirl. So she did get on the phone. I was like...
And New Edition is different because she's a huge New Edition fan, though.
Yeah, so I think it was Ralph talked to her. It wasn't Bobby Brown because he didn't come. Ralph? Maybe it was Michael Bivins. Would you let her do it now?
Would you let her meet Trey Songz? No. Why?
I think. Oh, well, you answer the question.
What do you mean by meet? Like
meet and take a picture. Would you be cool with the meet and take a picture?
I didn't ask you to take when you offered and said we're going to hang. And then it was something in her voice. Yeah, we were going to hang out, but it was something in the voice that I was like, I changed my mind. I had that ability. I'm saying we're gonna do this, and you too excited.
Nah. When you heard the music come on in the back, she was like, "He's right there."
Nah. I changed my mind. Nah. It was something in the voice.
It was something in the voice. You asked too many times. You should have never asked. You should just let him set it up.
Yeah, we can go hang out. We can go to the show. We was good.
Yeah, we can go hang out. Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm good. Engagement called off because she went to Chris Brown concert. Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
NE for life. So yeah, Stacey, Mike Stacey is huge NE fan.
And they do the same show every year. God bless them. They do. She's always like, the last time she was like, yeah, I'm going with Claude. We're still together this time. I was like, I ain't going. I'm not going all the way to there. I know what they're gonna do. I know. I get it.
They're gonna do the moves. But you want to see those moves. You want to Generation X. You want to go back to them days. So that's what it is.
Yeah, but I've seen it a gang of times. We've seen Belle Biv DeVoe when they was just, we know Poison is coming. We know exactly when Poison is coming.
They're gonna do the moves.
It's driving. I knew it. Yep.
He said, I knew it, yeah.
I knew it. 9:40 on the dot. I knew it was coming. And everybody still be riled up. Everybody like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, y'all knock yourselves out. Because what I'm not doing is driving 2 hours to go see something that I've seen before. This show will be fire. I'm not saying
they be switching up the lineup sometimes. They be switching up the rotation, how they do the songs.
No, I'm not. I love New Edition, Bell Biv DeVoe, the whole Johnny Gill, all of them. Love them. Like they're dope. They're dope. I'm just not gonna spend that money and know what's about to happen for it's
well,
like
they had the Vegas.
Movie.
They had the Vegas vacancy, whatever they call it. So yeah, so they doing the show night after night, and you know what's coming.
Yeah,
and it's still sold out.
Dude, I know my jokes. I wouldn't come see me if I saw me before. What? I was doing the same joke. Like, he's about to do the barbecue joke.
But that's why you switched up.
Yeah,
but back in the day, yeah.
But New Edition ain't switching. They ain't dropping no new music. I watched the whole, just funny. I watched the whole thing on when they signed the Bad Boy. Remember that was a huge deal when they signed the Bad Boy?
Yeah, they did have a run with Diddy.
And they were like, they had a dispute between Diddy wanted them to do something type of, he wanted to change up their style. The New Edition was like, yeah, but we've been doing this, they ain't want to switch it up. Then they started playing the song. I don't remember none of these songs, dog. They started playing the songs that got released on Bad, and they weren't bad songs. I just don't remember none of them. There was one that I think we played a few times. And I was like, damn, that Bad Boy thing didn't work like that. So they had a falling out with Diddy. So, but shout to New Edition. Shout out to New Edition. They're legends. They're our legends, show. They're our legends. All right.
And Coke text me. You want to say that the cops are looking for more recruits. If anyone interested to be a police officer, you can apply. But go ahead. I just saw that. He said we need more recruits. So
I know I'm too old. I know there's got to be an age restriction. You can't become a cop at 53. Like there's no way you can come. And I got a background. And I got a background.
Oh yeah, you got a felony.
Yeah, I got a background. No, I don't have a felony. Whoa. I don't have that.
Oh, you ain't got no felony?
No.
Oh, they misdemeanors?
Yeah.
Well, he got several misdemeanors. A lot of misdemeanors equal to a felony for me, but
most of them. And wait. Only one. Everything else got dropped. Yeah, everything else.
Hit me off. Yeah, that was a hit me
off.
Oh,
the hit me off error. Okay, yeah, the hit me off error. Yeah. So Coke said if you want to be a cop, they looking for recruits.
Looking for recruits. If anyone has any interest in being a popo, they got good benefits.
Right, and they start at their starting salary seems to be pretty good. That's what I heard. That's what I was told. The person that became a cop that I knew. She was like, yeah, they started so-and-so. And I was like, oh, all right, you're going to be a cop. Knock yourself out. So Bad Boys came out.
Dope movie.
And did really well. I didn't see the movie.
You got to see the movie. It was dope.
So they did well. People who were really into Bad Boys said it's kind of like you can foreshadow who the new Bad Boys might be. How they've already kind of set up in the movie that the next generation, because this franchise is going to go on after this. When it makes this much money right now, they're not going to let this go. And we love Martin Lawrence. But they're not going to be able to drag him into another Bad Boys. I'm not being.
Martin did his thing. Like I know what you're saying as far as it seems like he's off. Everyone can see it that he's not the Martin that we grew up with. But
like he should be the dude at the house, like on a laptop, giving advice. Like, yeah, what y'all need to do now is, and he moves the mouse. he tells
you fight scenes, ain't it?
But it seems like it's open season again on Will, and this might be an old interview. I didn't see, really good and movie. I forget this white dude's name. I forget him. He's a comedian and actor. And this. I was bugging that. How did I not see another actor blast Will like this? Let me play this for you.
What?
Oh, I liked him.
Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night. He's really an asshole. But I wasn't allowed to say anything at that time because we were part of the committee that was supposed to punish him.
And how do you punish him?
Wow, wait. Just back up a second. Hang on.
I want to know
Will Smith is like, for me, when I met him, right, I always say...
Like the nicest, most wonderful. He's a liar. complete utter fraud. Will is a douchebag, and that's something that you can't. The thing is, that's how politically correct the Academy is.
Right.
That they were so cowardly. Because if I would have done that, they would have been hauled out to prison. But because like they were so worried about being, racist, violence is what it is, and what the color of your skin or your religion doesn't matter.
Sure.
If you commit a crime in front of other people, you get hauled out of there.
Yeah, but didn't you also sort of think, oh, he's standing up for his missus? You didn't like that?
It doesn't matter. You can't hit another dude.
So I guess they were trying, whoever posted this, and maybe I'm adding to it, but I didn't do it before the movie's first weekend. Maybe this was people trying to throw stuff out there to try and sabotage people going to see the movie. Well, obviously that didn't work.
No.
Obviously it didn't work because I thought it was going to fail. But it was interesting how the guy said he's part of the committee from the Oscars who were chosen to punish Will Smith. Remember when I told you that they were going to punish him?
Punish him like he's a kid.
And they put his ass in timeout for a minute. And to his credit, he has come back. And the thing that Jay said about Diddy was wrong. He's not going to come back from this. Will did. Will's back. Will's back to us believing.
Said that about Will too.
But FBI ain't raid Will's house.
Diddy ain't get charged yet.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
For the other stuff, not the Cassie stuff. There's separate things for me. Let me go ahead. Keep going. I don't even want to blur them lines. But good.
But he's back. So are we good? Like, is everybody good with the Will Smith thing? Are we good? Are we back? Because I always follow Will Smith. I always listen, man. I don't know this guy. I maybe said 7 words to him in my life. I like watching Will Smith on Instagram. I like believing the Will Smith that they sold to me. I don't like believing that this is the Will Smith right here. I don't like
at that time because we were part of the committee that was supposed to punish him.
And how do you punish him?
Wow, wait. Just back up a second. Hang on.
I want to know
Will
what the punishment
Smith is like, for me, when I met him, right? I always say.
Like the nicest, most wonderful. He's a liar. Complete, utter fraud.
Now, I don't have to take your word for it. I don't like believing that about Will Smith. And I don't know if I'm by myself. Are we going to? I want to believe Will Smith is a good dude. I do. I don't want to know none of his business. That's why that stupid red table should have never happened. Should have never got on that damn red table. I didn't want to. I think that's the moral of my story. I've been telling y'all the truth is overrated forever. I've been sitting up here telling y'all the truth is overrated. Because in reality, we don't need to know the truth about everything. That includes Will Smith.
All right, so Afro Queen says she could care less about that slap. She done with it. She said, let's move on. Stacey said, yeah, she don't care no more either. Nobody care about that slap.
Well, we did care. We care. We care.
It was just a news cycle.
We care. That was a long news cycle.
We knew when you and your late, we knew what it really was. We didn't care like YT's cared. Let's be honest.
No,
you did not care like that.
No, we argued here. We argued for weeks. We had to stop talking about it.
Over why and the Jada and running him and the we didn't care deep enough to say, you know what, we're not rocking with Will no more because he did that.
We were.
We were not cutting.
He has a personal issue with Will because if he's such an asshole celebrity, not on the Oscar committee, would have come out and said he was an well, they're never going to come out and just say somebody's an asshole. They're never going to come out and say that. White folks put him on timeout, not us. Now we were mad at him. No, we were mad. No, we were. Doug, I had to stop talking about it. That's how much we argued about it. Shawnee was on here talking about it's okay for him to get up and smack somebody they're talking about his wife. And we went back and forth to the point where we had to specifically, I would say, we're not talking about Will Smith.
Has
anybody seen Chris Rock? Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
Chris Rock. Stacey agreed with me. Facts, Jay Black. We knew what it was, but when nobody said, Will, we're done with you, homie.
We were sitting there going like he's a bully because he wouldn't have done that to. He would have only smacked Chris Rock because Chris Rock was a skinny ass comedian standing on stage, and he wouldn't have done it to any. We named like 60 people he wouldn't have done that to. DMX, if he was alive, could have said the same exact thing. And Will Smith wasn't getting them.
But that doesn't change it. We didn't personally cut Will off, but go ahead.
We did, dog.
We did not.
Will went into seclusion.
Yeah, because the YTs were all upset. The world was in an uproar over that slap.
Dog,
it was everywhere. It was on CNN. It was
that's
on
how
national,
big it was. You called
everywhere.
it the slap. That's how big it was. You called it the slap. You know what it is. If you're sitting in a room full of people who look like you go, remember the slap? You ain't even gotta say who took part in it. Y'all remember slap? Like, yo, that was crazy. Willie from Philly, he can be the dickhead if pushed or in the right setting. It's part of being from Philly. Okay. I get it. I'm good with Will. I read his book and he seems like an okay dude. I'm with you, Miss Clark. I'm willing to overlook. We argued about the principle of the reason for the slap, not if we were ever gonna cancel him. Dog, he got canceled. He just got uncanceled.
Black folk did not cancel Will Smith out.
Dog, there was a lot of people who weren't messing with Will Smith. A lot. Yes,
yeah, you're not gonna stand next to him because he got the heat. It's like Diddy.
Yeah, they know I want to play with him.
Whoever got the heat on him at those moments, as when Meek Mill was going through that and losing and lost to Drake, that people, let me stand on this side. Nobody wanted to be in the fire, the heat.
Let me talk about all the black comedians who wanted no parts of Will and was like, if he would have done that to me, I'd have punched him in his face. Don't let me bring y'all got real subjective memories about this.
Yeah, I thought we were past the Afro Queen. So here we go. I mean, Queen Born, that we were done with the slap.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it. Listen, I will believe the perception. I don't care what Will Smith is behind the scenes, honestly. As long as he ain't commit no crimes, I could care less. I like watching Will. I think he's inspirational. I think he's an underrated rapper. I think he's actually an underrated actor. And he's done great things. He took a break he needed. Stacey Mitchell, he ain't choose to take that break, Stacey.
When the heat's on,
he ain't choose to take that break.
On, you gotta take a break.
I took a 3-month break too. It was called rehab. It wasn't my choice.
Oh God.
Oh, and y'all forget how we was killing the whole situation. How you let Jada get run up in by R&B kid in your own house. Oh, we was killing. And we was clowning him for crying at the red. Y'all forget the memes, the thousands and thousands of memes that got put on Instagram and social media. Y'all are wilding right now.
Selective outrage again.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely selective outrage. It's absolutely, but y'all forget the way we was clowning Will Smith, and y'all talking about we didn't cancel him. We joked
but
about
we at
this
the same
dude.
time, like she said, we was waiting for this Bad Boys to come out, and the movie is fire. You cannot deny that this movie is good. So all that talk didn't mean nothing. 100+ million and climbing. It's gonna be week 2. It's gonna do some more numbers because now people heard about how good it is. People like yourself gonna go see it. Some want to wait for.
I don't know. I'm going to the movies. I don't know if I'm going.
It's worth it though. I'm being honest. It's worth going to the movies to see it in the theater. It was a good movie from beginning to the end. It was a dope movie.
Unbelievable. All right. I think we got our guest here. She's here. We got. Oh damn! I think. Oh, that's right. It's her time. That's right. She's over there in Dallas.
Oh,
Jay Marie. Yes, I forgot. I was looking at my. I totally forgot. Jay Marie's in the building. Let's bring her up. Hello, woman.
What's up? What's up? Hold on, let me get.
Oh, get good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're clear.
Turn your phone sideways.
Super loud. Okay.
Turn your phone sideways. Jay
It's
wants
an iPhone.
Yeah, he wants to sideways.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay. There we go. This shit is working right. I didn't think it was gonna do that.
Jay Marie.
She's still the same.
We can curse on here still, right?
Yeah, we can still curse. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Or they mute us or something. All right, Jay Marie. First, I'm proud of you. You've been doing your thing with your podcast.
Thank you.
You've been funny, and I said I'm gonna get her on the show. I said because when she first started, she was she was not hesitant, but she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this, Mike. I'm gonna make this happen." Do you have advice? Now she done found her lane, and it's a whole aggressive situation. Okay. So
aggressive. That's strong.
It's an aggressive situation now. It's totally different what you're doing now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a picture. So there's a the meet and greet for Chris Brown Women are paying like thousands of dollars to take pictures with them. So we need, and I hope you don't offend by this. Anytime a woman's here, I say we need the ovaries. We need the ovaries opinion right now.
You need, if you ain't watched my show, then I don't know.
Yeah. So here we
Well,
go.
you ain't been
About
watching
being
my show.
offended.
Do what? What'd you say, Jay?
No, go ahead. I ain't seen what J. Marie been at for a minute, but keep going.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You know, both of us is Jay, so you got to clarify who you talking to, because I'm like, huh? If you talking to him.
Yeah, Jay Marie. So I'm going to get your opinion on this. And this is what this guy's going to say. He's speaking about a woman who had a breakup after taking this Chris Brown picture. She was with somebody. She took this picture. The relationship didn't survive. So here it is.
It's so insecure that they want to break up because you paid to take a picture with your celebrity crush that you have no chance in hell with. They don't need to be in a relationship anyway. They did you a favor.
All right. Do you have a problem? Do you agree, disagree? How do you feel about that right there? How do you feel about that?
The man was insecure to begin with. He was insecure to begin with. Because if Chris Brown, first of all, if you paying me, or if I'm paying you to take a picture, first of all, $1,000, that's wild as hell. I wouldn't, but if I paid you, that's business, that's transactional. So if I'm with somebody and they break up with me because I paid to take a picture with this nigga, as opposed to he was like, this is free for you, you got to think about that. That's transactional. So if he already had a problem with it, there was problems in their relationship more than likely to begin with maybe the accusations of cheating or something like that, in my opinion.
Well, good. Yeah, that's exactly why we're going to stay friends. Because if you take this picture right here.
It's so insecure.
If you take that picture right there and we together, and you pay for him to be grinding on your ass like that in the picture, and you think I'm going to stand there and watch you take that picture? Just make sure your Uber credits are right.
I'm just saying. If that was, I think that was probably this is old fashioned, but that was a straw that broke the camel's back. I say that often. My kids be teasing me about that old ass saying, but yeah, that was a straw that broke the camel's back. I think there was probably way more going on behind the closed doors in their relationship that was the reason, for one, that she felt comfortable with another nigga on her ass like that. That's another part.
That's facts.
That's another part. Because I'm not comfortable. If I'm in a relationship, I'm not comfortable with no nigga being on me. Now, if I'm single, that's a different story. But maybe she was thinking single when she did that. Because that's what probably happened, and then she manifested.
But Jay, this is why we need ovaries, because she brings up a good point. If she was comfortable to take the pic, that means she had already, I'm not saying cheated, but she already felt comfortable. Like, this dude ain't gonna do nothing anyway. He's just gonna look and watch me take this pic. She ain't worried about him.
Mm-hmm.
She was ready to risk it all. Okay.
1,000. I'm putting my sweatpants on that pic. Come on, Cole.
I said she just spent that money on her dude. You gonna spend it on Chris Brown for a photo? Spend it on your man and strengthen your relationship.
Well, 1,000 might not strengthen a relationship though, because if it's raggedy to begin with, $1,000 ain't gonna fix nothing. If they got trust issues and all that kind of thing, $1,000 ain't gonna fix nothing.
All right, so men, I've noticed now, and I think it's a good thing. I'm seeing a lot of podcasts. You know, there's millions of podcasting going out there, and I'm seeing men start to share their intimate feelings, things that we normally wouldn't share. Men are starting to be like, listen, man, I'm emotional. I need attention. And so. Hey, I'm a sensitive person too. So I'm going to play this. This is what we call lies detected. If you detect any lies in this statement, you expand on it. If you agree with it, you just agree with it. So here's a portion of lies detected, and this is called intimacy. Here we go.
Yo, we need to have a conversation. You're not intimate enough. I don't feel intimacy. I'm gonna be real. I was like, I don't even know what that means. She said, you don't spend intimate time with me. So I said, I didn't know that you felt like I wasn't intimate. If we never talked about it during this time, when would you have told me? And she said, I don't know when it would have came up. Now watch. When we don't communicate, it creates a gap. From the time Tyshawn is supposed to say something to the time Tyshawn actually says something, everything in between here is what? A gap. And everything happens in the gap. People get divorced in the gap. Other chicks and other dudes into the equation in the gap.
Facts.
People get information misconstrued in the gap. Every relationship, every couple, your number one priority is to close your gaps. My wife said to
All
me,
right, so first I want to ask Jay Black. Jay Black, give me your definition of intimacy, because this would be interesting.
I'm about to say, play that again. Huh? What?
Well, if Lady Q said we're not being intimate enough, what would you take that as? What would you take that? What would Jay think?
If she said I'm not being intimate enough, she wanted me to open up more and want to have them sentimental conversations and intimate moments.
Can't even say the word.
like, I don't know. That's why this is not my lane. What? What is wrong? What do you need? How much it costs? Like what are we talking about?
How much it costs?
Like,
can I buy it?
Like, come on, I ain't got time. You try to stress me out. Like the white man already stressed me out. What?
Always go to the white man. No matter what it is, always go to
That's why I said I'm not the good one for this. The direction you probably wouldn't go in.
But I'm gonna go to Jay, but Jay Marie. But my thing, Miss Clark said no lies detected. This is the issue. Guys, if you ask them about intimacy and you don't bring up sex, a lot of us don't even know what the hell you mean about intimacy. I thought when we were sitting there watching Netflix, I thought that was we watching the same show. I thought that was intimate. I thought, I didn't watch the episode without you. I thought that was intimacy.
Come on, foreplay? No, yeah, right.
Is it foreplay? Like, are you saying I'm not paying you enough attention, like physically? Like, so Jay Marie, first, just give us what your definition of intimacy.
Intimacy. First of all, I think when you're talking about the gap, that's the gray area. That's something we talked about on our podcast, or my podcast a little while ago. But the gray area where you're not communicating what your needs are, for one. But I think it's that moment. Intimacy is that moment where you're talking about like all your feelings, like the stuff that guys say is soft shit that they wouldn't talk to their homeboys about, their feelings, their emotional well-being and things like that. Like I think that's the intimacy that most time women are referring to, not the sexual intimacy, not the physical intimacy, like being around me, watching a movie. That's things to do. That's hobbies and things like that. But that's not necessarily the intimacy that we're talking about. That's what I would say.
So so see, guys, we get lost. We get lost in this shit.
It's too much.
It's like your feelings, like let me see, like if you say you're going through like losing weight or something like that, right? And you're going through that weird phase where you kind of like bad built butch body type that Jasmine Crockett would talk about. So if you were like, going through that phase and you were saying, I feel ugly or something like that. Most guys are going to tell their homeboys, I feel ugly, I don't feel attractive. Like, why would you tell your nigga that unless he's into that with you? And he's your nigga. Then that's a different situation.
So how does shirt look on me? How does shirt look on me?
Why you like, boy, this shit is fitting you like a 8. I don't know what even a nigga would say with that without. But you wouldn't tell your guy that. You wouldn't tell your homie that. You wouldn't ask him that. But it's that moment where like you can be soft and what they say, they soft nigga era, whatever that thing is. I heard somebody say. The guys are saying now, like they want to be that way with their girl without being called gay, without being called homophobic or anything like that. Like they want to be able to talk about those feelings. That's the way that I would say it. That's that moment of intimacy that we're talking about.
But it's such a line that because you don't want to be the dude that's constantly being that dude to your girl. Because after a while, I feel like it takes something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just 53.
Vulnerable. Yeah. Miss Shawn. I'm sorry. Miss Clark is saying that completely vulnerable and spirit. The spiritually naked part, I don't know about that part, but
To be completely vulnerable and spiritually naked with your partner, and that does lead to okay. Well, at least you were honest. It can lead to
Someone's at your back door.
That's too much.
I ain't never heard they say that on here. Someone's at your back door. That's wow.
Someone's at your back door. Someone's at your back
Mike
door.
playing that sound bite.
What the hell is that?
You gotta read between the lines with Mike.
I read between the lines.
Okay.
It could lead.
Someone's at your back door.
It could lead to that, but I don't know.
It's like that there. It's like that moment. Like if you don't have a therapist, of course you don't want to make your mate be your therapist. But it's those moments where you're talking about like childhood trauma. You're talking about different things, and maybe she's helping you unpack some things, or you're helping her unpack some things. And then y'all are like, okay, I'm gonna work through it. Like if she had, or if he had got touched when he was I'm not an adult, when he was a kid, you don't maybe want to talk to your homeboy about that. And sometimes guys don't even want to talk to their therapist about that because that demasculates them and different things like that. But if you can talk to your girl about it, that's an intimate moment as an example. But I'm not saying you have to have trauma to talk about intimacy or to be intimate in that way either.
Yeah, I think in certain relations, obviously everybody's an individual. Every person's different. And I think in some cases, I may have shared too much with people. And I think it took away, I don't know what it took away. I just felt like it didn't get weird, but I felt like our roles, in a way, I felt like all of a sudden by sharing, I'm just going to say it. It felt like I shared too much, and now you want to be the dude in a relationship, and you want to lead shit simply because I exposed some things of me being vulnerable and not being the asshole that I normally am. But when I'm the asshole, our roles are very clear. Like everybody knows. Okay,
she's looking at you like you soft. She's looking at you like you soft now.
And that's the scary thing.
But that, and that's what I want to get into that on my show too. But like talking to not necessarily black men, but men in general, because they also don't. I've been hearing that they don't have a safe space. They don't feel there's a safe space, and then we as women, black women particularly, can't like demasculate our men when they're in that moment, and those are the things that I think that have to do with a woman being strong enough mentally and emotionally intelligent to be able to sit there and deal with that. Because some women, you do that, you got to have discernment with who you open up to about those kind of things too. Because if you know this woman is ignorant acting and all that, that's not the woman to bring it up to, because she gonna call you a weak ass nigga, a bitch ass, all of these acronym, things. It's gonna be all that ban and when and all these things, so you got to be discerning with who you tell that to, but that's the level of intimacy. So you did right, Mike, but you just probably wasn't dealing with the right person to tell that to, because they used it as ammunition. And unfortunately, that's also kind of like it comes with the territory sometimes, I've learned.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be the asshole from here now. Yeah, I'm just gonna be the
You
asshole. No.
gotta go with what works for you though. If it don't work for you, then like might want to stay away from that.
But you're right. Like you should be able to share stuff. But like even like when Jay said he don't even know his definition of intimacy. Like he ain't even got a definition for it.
Just tell me what you want.
Well, see, but I think Jay is just used to being a provider. That's it. It like just let me know what it costs to do this, or how much money do you need, or whatever. So he's like resource driven, and a lot of guys are resource driven. So it's like, what can I do to fix this? And sometimes it's not what can you do. It's like, I want to know more about you. And especially married, you like, more about me? What? Like, you in the bed with me every day. I wake up, you don't see what everybody else see. What else do you want to see? And it's those things.
So don't put me in a box though. Just resource driven. Don't put me in a box.
But I mean, what I know and what I've heard you say. Let me say over the years.
All right.
Yeah, assessment. It's an assessment.
Because listen, like I had this conversation with me and this woman. It wasn't a debate. We were just having a dialogue. We were just talking, and she was like, I don't know if she was half joking or she was being serious. She was like, women like to have their mind stimulated, right? And I'm like, okay, but y'all, I was like, you saying it like men don't want to have their mind stimulated. And then it went to the, well, I've dealt with men, yeah, and I've dealt with women. So how you putting everybody like in this box where you think I don't want to just sit around and you talk and we talk about nothing? Like, I want to have a conversation with you. Like, I want to have some type of dialogue back and forth that we agree or disagree on something. Not that we're going to get to a fight, but just a dialogue that we give different ideas. But I think we put guys in a box and go like, oh, well, all they want to do is have sex. I love sex. But I do. It's a good thing. It's a fun thing. I've done it a lot in my life. At a certain point, you know what it is. It is essential. It is something you should do. But if you think the only reason I'm going to stay with you for the rest of my life is simply because of your sex, you got another thing coming. No pun intended. Because at a certain point, we're going to be like, it is what it is. It's an orgasm. And that's all it is.
I said that to somebody because somebody was reaching out to me, just like, hey, and like, Nick, you don't know nothing else about me. That's all you know. And every time they kept on coming back to, so I mean, when can I hang out with you? What you want to do? You want to go to Bible study with me? Or I don't even do Bible study, but I was just being drastic. He was like, no, like, you come over to my, no, that's not what we doing. That's not what we're doing. So it's like, you don't know or want to know nothing else about me. And sometimes it's obvious.
So
this is super obvious. And I'm like, should have caught me 10 years ago.
So now do you have a rule on how soon something can happen sexually with somebody? Do you have a rule? Is there like do you have your form of Steve Harvey, or or do you not care? Because it seems like the older people get, the more the rules kind of got pushed to the side. Because everybody's like, we both grown.
Yeah, because you're like, what if I die tomorrow? Like you start getting to that morality, phase, like, nigga, what if? Like, what am I? Because I asked myself that, like, damn, am I being super picky, or am I being picky enough? And the right one has to come along for me to just be wifey and all this other stuff again, But you think like that as you get older, and it's like,
are you still thinking about being somebody's wifey? Is that something that still is in your mind?
I think I got to the point where it's like a companion. It goes to what I said on one of my episodes is the manhandling or whatever I said, objectifying. But I want to be with somebody that I can trust, and it not be.
That was the music. That was the dramatic. That was the dramatic music.
Oh, that was dramatic music.
He was about to go into something deeper, but
no, never. I'm not when the camera's on. If it's just audio, yeah, we're going something deeper. But no, it's I'm at that age where it's like companion might be more of the option, and sexual partner. Like, don't get it twisted, but we got to be able to laugh and joke and have all these other things too, but not necessarily marriage. Like, if it doesn't go to marriage, but we are locked in, I'm good.
She's right up my alley. What I say, I just want somebody to get along with. She's right up my alley. I'm not looking for a soulmate. I mean, if it turns into that would be wonderful. I just want somebody to get along with. Like, we get along, and there has to be an attraction.
And get along is I think it's a fine art, because some people think that because of their looks or because you've been with them before like that they like, oh yeah, I got it. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's more to it now. As you get older, you start to realize there's more to it than that. And getting along is a big fucking deal. Because, you already dealing with a lot of different personalities. So if you don't get along with who you with, that's not going to last, whether the sex is good or not.
Ms. Clark like it. See, Cypher said it's pieces that have to fit. Jeanette, a lot of people rocking with that companion. Just y'all got to connect.
Companionship, no, not wifey material at my age. And that's it, not wifey material at my age. Okay, all right.
And see, that's my name. So now I'm like, all the way, her name is my name. So then I'm like, I said that, I did say that, but that's her name too.
Listen, man. I think
I don't know.
This relationship shit has gotten so much, and I think social media's even made it more tough, because you don't even know how to take somebody's comments on social media. Like, these DMs, let me tell you what I've been noticing. When I get a DM from somebody they specifically say my friend. They say my friend. Is that like a new thing now that every woman is putting friend inside their text messages? Because I've seen it from multiple different people. Be like, hey, my friend. I'm like, what? Wait a second. You gonna put me in the friend zone from the door, or are you just saying, hey, friend, as we're just friends? Like we're good. Like I don't even know what to read into it. Like I'll be asking
What is that, like the new Hey King kind of thing? Like, you know, the toxicity, I can't even say the word. Toxicity. How do you say it? Is it toxicity? Something like that.
She said, I just need someone I like more than a week.
She's taking them and spitting them out. Who's next? You said something to irritate me. Nope, I'm done. Nope, I didn't like this move. I'm out.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing. Are we so in our feelings that if things ain't perfect, like if things ain't perfect,
the social media got you thinking everything is perfect. Keep going. You're right.
Everything has to be exactly right. Like if we see anything off, it's like everybody's like, you gotta look out for the red flags. You gotta look out for the red flag. I ain't never been in a relationship that didn't have a red flag. We all got red flags.
I know I probably have hella, and I'm working on me, but I know I have some red flags where, you know, maybe some of my qualifications, like I wasn't even meeting my damn self, if I'm being real. In some of my last relationships, like some of the qualifications that I said I needed to have in a guy, like you got to be able to match as a woman on the woman side of it. And if you don't match it, you know, then what are you asking him to do something you wouldn't even do, or you not even with, you know?
Therapy Thursdays, y'all. It's Therapy Thursdays with Jay
Well,
Marie.
you asking Jay Marie questions. I'm gonna ask her a question. Well, all right, I saw this came through my feed. So for the first time ever, there's a trans woman that wins Miss Maryland USA. Any thoughts or feelings about a trans woman entering the Miss America pageant and actually winning Miss Maryland? Any thoughts?
God, man, this is crazy.
I mean, for a long time, I didn't really have an understanding of like the competition. I just learned, like, teach their own with that. Because for me, it's like, well, okay, they're competing with women, so now they can compete typically in two different races. Like if there was a man, Mr. Maryland or something like that, you know, like maybe they're competing in two different lanes. So it's like you're monopolizing competition specifically with this. But over time, I've learned sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up on some stuff. Like if you not really trying to get canceled and all this other stuff, that's just like I don't really know. I don't really know. Like
Listen.
They look beautiful. I wouldn't even thought that was a man.
I don't care. Like if you want to run and y'all women, you know what, Jay Marie, what you just said is perfect. Because I've been saying this about this trans woman thing. If y'all gonna be cool with it, I'm not getting in these debates no more. Because
yes, I've learned that some stuff is just like, I mean, it ain't my cup of tea, but I can't knock anybody doing it. If we're competing against one another and they beat me, I would feel some type of way, but that's just competition, period. Like, I don't want to be beat like this. You know, it's like that. It's not whether it's a man or a woman in terms of their sexuality or gender identity and things like that. It's just the fact that you beat me to it, or you beat me and I wanted to win.
Yeah, but
that would be my upsetness.
Miss America or whatever can't be able to lift more than me. I'm sorry. Yeah, what? You're stupid.
Always got a joke.
But we are becoming an inclusive society. So I think we do have to, you know, kind of be mindful of that. It doesn't mean, I say different words, you know, that I may not need to say on here. That's the p-footing.
You can say
maybe
whatever
you can't say.
No, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, well, you can't pussyfoot. You can't pussyfoot around. Oh, okay. Well, then let me.
No, you can't.
That's a strong word.
Don't
but you can't. Sometimes you can't pussyfoot around it. But at the same time, I think you have to just realize like times are changing, and you can't be so judgmental that everything is like, why they win and how they did. They did, okay. They did.
I just
Some things you just can't really do
and this,
nothing about.
and I'm not trying to pick on you because we say this all. I hear everybody say this. We're becoming more inclusive. No, we're not. We're fronting like we're more inclusive. We all play like we're more inclusive. We're not. Because if we were so inclusive, especially in our black and brown cultures, if we were so inclusive, why were we so obsessed with Diddy having sex with other men if everything was so inclusive? Allegedly. If everything is so inclusive, why do we go crazy? Why is Meek getting dragged through social media for allegedly having encounters with Diddy if we're so inclusive? Because we're not. We're just inclusive in the words we use because we don't want the problem of other people saying crazy stuff and being like, oh, I can't believe you still say that. We don't really say what we really think. We just say the shit that makes other people comfortable. So
Well, but I'll say this with Diddy and with Meek Mill. I think it's the persona that they give off that is like, oh, if you really that way, own it. Don't hide it. And I some people say that that's the whole issue behind it with him specifically on that part of it. The rest of it, hey, that's different. But with that specifically, excuse me, with that specifically, I think it's the persona, the facade that you put on that we thought you were this bad boy, bad guy, and whole time it's a different kind of bad boy.
But this is the thing about the fakeness. This is what this whole thing is the Matrix, yo. We know there are a lot of gay football and basketball players in the league right now.
You see the tendencies.
We know they are. Just the numbers alone, it would be uncommon sense to think there are no gay players in the NBA. And we know allegedly what Dwight Howard was taking part in. And they removed him from the NBA conveniently. They got him out the NBA. But we act like Dwight Howard was just doing this by himself. Like there was nobody else on his team that knew about situations and they ain't party together.
Oh, okay. I don't know about the Dwight Howard. I haven't been hit to.
Yeah, but that's my thing of the fake. We're all inclusive. The NFL will never let us know about gay guys in the NFL because they know we're not that inclusive. They know it would help. It would defeat. It would go against their bottom line. They know it would affect TV watching. They know the Bible Belt, even though there are tons of gay people in the Bible Belt, but we know they would front like, I'm not watching it. And Donald Trump would be on a microphone going ballistic and people would be like, yeah, I'm not watching the NFL. So, I'm sorry, I'm just getting into this whole fake politically correct thing and everybody's like, you'll get canceled. You are thinking this stuff too. You know.
Well, but and my thing is you have a choice to bring it up. You have a choice to talk about it, that kind of thing. So that's a big ass glass. Is that a big ass? Yeah, that's a giant thing. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, damn, what in the? Anyway,
speak your mind. I love it.
That's just astronomically big.
We gotta keep our focus. We gotta keep our focus.
What is that? That's a back door. That's a back door.
It caught my ear and it caught my eye. I'm just attentive. But I think you have the right to say what you want to say in an opinion, but you also got to know that it come with the territory. No pun intended, but it comes with the territory. Whatever you say, whatever you speak, you're gonna have to stand on it 10 toes now. So if you feel that way, but understand you're going to have people that don't. And people that are adamant that you are some bullshit and adamant that you should be canceled. If it's that kind of drastic button that you push with society.
All right, let me see if I got
gotta stand on that.
Before we get out of here, let me see if I got one more thing in here so I can get your opinion on.
I'm curious her thoughts on Kendrick and Drake, right? Drake is biracial. And Kendrick said he can't say nigga no more. What are your thoughts on biracial people using the word nigga?
Was genius. That was genius.
I'm super biracial, so I don't give. I think it's how you identify with it, your culture, your background. Like if you were raised the black way and you're biracial, but it's that divide where What is your authenticity, or what are you authentic to? Are you authentic to the black experience? Are you authentic to the white experience? Or are you literally biracial? Some
Wow.
people that are biracial will not talk about or say the word nigga because they feel like they don't have that right. I was raised black, regardless of how I look. I wasn't raised around white folks and stuff like that. So I don't have that same sort of maybe cultural indifference to it. I'm pro nigga. That's just what it is. Pro nigga.
Do you think you
So
use the word nigga more because you want to identify with your black side? You think that's why you embrace that
hell,
more?
that's how I was raised. That's ingrained in me. So it's not I'm identifying more. That's just what it is. And I think Drake might be using it to kind of be cool, just from what I've seen of his different interviews and things like that. I don't think that's his life. And I think that's what the difference is, and that's what Kendrick's probably trying to exploit. If they're really trying to exploit one another, which I have a whole thing with that too, but that's just me.
That's a weird that. First of all, I gotta say when Kendrick brought that up, that's when I realized that Kendrick is lethal because he thought about that. He said, "I'm gonna put some pressure on this kid, and I'm gonna use this aspect of it. Being black is cultural." She said she's pro. That's what she said.
I'm pro nigga, big time. And I want somebody to challenge me on that because, baby, you ain't lived my life, so I don't know what to tell you. We ain't lived the same life, so you can't say.
So put that comment back up because then I want to see being black is cultural. That's
No, because J. Marie came in hot with using niggas. She
She
came in with the
always
N-word.
has ever since I met.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I've
know.
known it.
But because of the Drake and Kendrick awareness, and I wonder how people would take it to somebody biracial just using the N-word this much. And that's why I wanted to, just to get her thoughts, because I know somebody was thinking it, so that's why I said it.
Yeah, but that's a thing that biracial people deal with, and that's another thing, colorism and things like that. Like, oh, you ain't black enough. I've heard that off and on all my life too. Certain ways. Well, oh, you could go for a white woman. What does that mean? That don't mean I don't have nigga experiences. So I still have nigga experiences. That my complexion, I can't change that unless I tan or something. But other than that, I'm not changing my complexion to justify me saying nigga.
All right. Coach said I don't use or say the N-word. I just think it's unnecessary and it sounds ignorant, but that's me. That's what Coke says about it. But you gotta understand,
I'm
Jay Black.
super intelligent with degrees, so I can go nigga or go educated. It doesn't matter.
Jay Black
I'm
doesn't think,
bi educational, so whatever you want to say with
but
that.
you gotta understand, I got a preface with Jay Black. Jay Black don't think Patrick Mahomes is black, but he thinks Jalen Hurts is black. So Jay has a whole level of who's black, and who's not black, and it varies. Like
I think it's based on your experience, though. If we're being real, because if you were raised in a black culturally just that kind of environment, you're gonna tend to have black ways,
so
black thoughts.
The reason why I want to go back to that comment, she said, black is cultural. So then what are we going to say for a white kid who spent his entire life in a black neighborhood, who was raised in a black neighborhood, who is dating a black woman, but we're going to say he can't say the N-word, right? We're going to agree to that, y'all? Jay?
Yeah, I agree to that.
Yeah, I think there's still. Unfortunately, that's probably the double standard. We just gonna go with that. There are double standards in this world, and that's one of them. We'll say
because that's a dangerous.
Because you can argue that the black experience is somebody biracial. Well, why don't we act white? Why don't we embrace our white side? We just don't. That's just some of us don't. So can he embrace his black side without saying nigga? Yes, he can. Or his black cultural background. I don't want to say like that, like he's mixed, but that's how he was raised. He can embrace that and be cultural aware and all those types of things without saying the word nigga.
I just got this feeling in 10 years the N-word is going to be used by everybody because these white kids are saying it to each other now. They saying it.
I mean, and maybe when I get older, I don't want to say it anymore. And it's not like I'm saying it could be ignorant. to C Cypher's, I think his name was C Cypher, his point. I get it, and I understand how it can be perceived as someone being ignorant, but that's not always the case for everybody. And I understand that everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Therapy Thursdays, y'all. Every Thursday, we got Jay Marie on here. Jay Marie, let them know how they can check your podcast out and the name of the podcast.
Every Thursday, you got me on here. Wait, what?
No.
Did I commit to something?
No.
Oh, I was like, oh, wait, we didn't discuss this shit. Wait a minute.
Nigga, relax.
Always been on fire. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what you said. That's how you led with it. So I was trying to make sure, like,
So
I didn't commit.
What is your podcast? Let them know how they can get to your podcast and check you out.
You can get to my podcast at TDP Show Pod. I'm on all social medias that way and YouTube that way. We don't have set times that we do the podcast because we do series based, and our next series is gonna kick up in September. So
spell it again. Where can you find it at?
T is in Ted, Tango, Delta. Let me go with the military. Show Pod, TDP Show Pod.
Gotcha.
So make sure y'all go support. Y'all check her podcast out. Make sure that happens. Let me see before we get out of here because I'm about to be out. Oh, we're not doing a show tomorrow, y'all. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Tomorrow's Friday. I got to be in New York City tomorrow by like 6:30 in the morning. So I won't be here. We won't be here tomorrow. We'll be back on Tuesday. So today is the last day of the week. Sorry, y'all. I should have told y'all that in the beginning. Today is the last day of the week for us. Won't be on tomorrow. Well, we'll be back on Tuesday. You know, I'll be in New York Monday morning. Is it Monday morning? Yeah, Monday morning. And Father's Day's this weekend.
Father's Day is this Sunday. I did remember seeing that.
Y'all changed the name of this podcast, this show. I just realized.
If you ain't been here to watch it, where you been at?
I thought
I'm
saying because I was telling people Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and I'm sending them the page, and I'm like, I'm not even on the right mother thing. Damn.
It's
still Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, yeah.
It is that? Oh, okay, I thought the graphic made me think it was the name change or something. Okay.
That girl be picking up on everything. She's like, what is this? What's the logo? What is it?
TDP Show Pod, right? That's right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I just looked it up. The Dirty Pleasure Show. All right. Yeah, Jay Marie, you came out your shell. You used to be in your shell a little bit. I see you a little spunky.
She all the way out.
She all the way out there.
All the way out.
I think it's getting older.
You said what?
Yes. I think it's just me getting older. You know, that filter start coming off as you get older. And that's why y'all see blonde and not gray. So
no TOLs tomorrow. Have a blessed week. Yeah, everybody have a great Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day as well.
I'm gonna be running in New York Friday, Saturday. I come back Sunday. So I got some shows that I'm doing out there this weekend. So I'll be back on. We'll be back rocking Tuesday. So everybody celebrate your father if you're blessed enough to have your father. And like I always tell you, don't allow this holiday. Don't allow it to depress you if there's some circumstances that you may not have the best relationship with your father, because we put so much pressure on these holidays. But if you do have somebody who's a father figure, father-like, celebrate and enjoy. Because
and tell your baby daddies Happy Father's Day too.
Okay. Oh, that's a spin.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I have two that I have to say that too. You know, the good ones.
You got two baby. You got two kids. How old are they?
I have three children. My oldest is about to be 21. So,
okay.
So I got some old children.
How old is the youngest?
15.
Oh,
my daughter.
Okay.
I have two boys and a girl. So I have a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 21-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, almost 21 basically.
Okay, Jay. All
right, Jay Marie.
We found some shit at the end of the show. Damn. I should ask more
questions. That's why I be putting blonde in my hair so we can just keep it. Nah.
Pops past 19. I missed that too. I'm sorry to hear that. And for everybody who's not,
that's another, like you said about these holidays, that bring up, like everybody that lost their father or different parents. This is you gotta find.
I know somebody who lost their mom on Mother's Day.
Celebrate their life.
Ooh.
So can you imagine like having
every Mother's Day.
so just hang in there, y'all, and but whoever's around you, just enjoy. Father's Day ain't really that a big deal. We always
they always
it's really not a
show
big
pops.
deal,
Yeah,
you know.
But it should. I think it should be. That's a long story with that one. But I think it should be because just as much as we celebrate good women being good mothers, good men being good fathers should also be celebrated. You
And you
know,
can tell J.
and
Marie is
okay
single.
fathers too.
You can tell she's single, Mike. She's talking about call your baby dads and tell them Happy Father's Day. Yeah, right.
No,
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah, that's true because that would have been a shit starter for real. You're right about that. They'd have been like, "What? That's your daddy now? Why you telling them Happy Father, nigga? The boys."
I'd have been okay with that nigga. I'd have been okay with that one. All right, get him, J. Marie. Get him.
If I would have got the wrong text from the wrong person at the wrong time on Father's Day, it would have been amazing.
Oh God.
Woo!
But celebrate them regardless. Celebrate them. And the stepfather, because that's another dynamic of fathering too.
Yeah, the stepdad. Shout out to the stepdad.
The bonus pops. Bonus dad.
Right, the bonus dads, yeah.
It's bonus, Mike.
Shout
It's
out
not
to them
step.
too.
It's bonus.
Oh, it's bonus. Y'all in these fucking words, these terms of bonus
exactly.
dad, stepdad, bonus kid, step kid, side chick kid, whatever.
Well, because when you say bonus, that's a plus, not a negative. And I think that's what a lot of, when you say step, it sounds, like they're not really getting taken care of and all that kind of thing.
And let me tell y'all something, and I'm not getting in nobody's business at all. Some of y'all are going to use this Father's Day and specifically not say something to your father simply so you could sting that person in the heart. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I'm telling you, man. You're not doing nothing that is going to make you feel any better about the situation by doing that. It's not going to make you feel any better about what is going on. I'm not in your business. But some people use these holidays strategically to be like, I'm specifically not going to reach out and say Happy Father's Day
to your parent.
And then, God forbid, a funeral happens years later. And now you're thinking about, why did I not reach out on that day and just say Happy Father's Day?
See, Shelly said she ain't saying it to her baby dad. Say if he passed away, Shelly, you feel bad. Tell your PD. Tell him Happy Father's Day, Shelly.
Well, but
let him know.
I'm indifferent about that. With when it comes to if he's not been there, period, and he's not doing anything, that's different. That's optional. But if he's there and good or decent enough, then yeah,
Decent enough, Mom's
decent enough.
She said decent enough. Yeah, I mean, hey, handle
that's what I'm saying. In this world, we gotta just at least seek to be decent enough human beings. Like, ain't nobody about to be perfect. You're lying if you are.
We're gonna start the moms getting the Happy Father's Day.
No, we're not doing that. Come on, man. We're not gonna do the Happy Father's Day to the moms that are doing both jobs. Shut up. Stop with that already. Stop.
I mean,
why we always like what is this?
Some women are doing, I don't know, we aren't doing both roles when we are single parents, but if you have co-parents and they're co-parenting well, then I'm not going to say that personally because I have good co-parents.
Yeah, and the other mothers, y'all got Mom's Day, y'all got Mother's Day. We ain't got to say to all the moms doing both jobs. There's dads doing both jobs also, and nobody ever says that on Mother's Day to the dads that are also being like, just relax.
I will not. She's standing on that.
Just have the kid text Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, just make sure. Yeah, you force. I ain't forcing them to do nothing. If they don't want to text, they you already know what they say.
Oh man, what are we doing?
They gonna go with what Mom say to do. If Mom is saying fuck this dude, fuck this dude, fuck this dude the whole year, then on June,
whatever
this weekend, I forgot what day it's on, but
Father's Day is the only one that gets stipulations, y'all. Don't nobody ever say if the kid is bad, fuck Christmas. Don't nobody ever say that, but only the good kids. Everybody else. But for Father's Day, all of a sudden stipulations go. Well, if you're a mom and you happen to do, all right, man, whatever. Happy Father's Day.
If we really did if you bad, then it'd be a lot of people not getting Christmas.
I do agree with encouraging the kids to say,
Yeah.
"Thank you, Ms. Clark. Thank you for all the fathers.
Yeah,
Thank
she
you." Just
bent a
because
little bit.
you may not really you and the mom really don't like each other. There may be some tension there that you can't get over, and that's fine. That's human stuff. Y'all just don't mess with each other. I don't know how it ended, but don't bring, like Jay Marie said, don't bring the kid into it. Don't make it seem like the kid got to not like him because you don't like him. Like he's dead. He's dead regardless. All right, y'all. I'm going. We're out of here. Jay Marie, thank you so much for joining us. I want to have you back when we have more time.
Yes, love to be back.
All right, let me.
I know I gotta get up early.
You gotta get up and get back in the comments. You used to be down from the beginning, and then you.
But I be sleep. Like this one, I woke up like 5 o'clock to make sure I got ready because I was like, I do not want to be looking crazy on this show. I need to wake up, get my pep in my step and everything. Start looking up.
All right.
Here we go.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody or anything take it from you. Yo, it don't take much to distract Jay Marie. I'm telling you.
He said, no, put the comment back up. He said he's trying to get his side John, but what? I was trying to get his side John.
He said cancel that last comment. He was trying to get a side John. You know?
Oh, he's trying to get a side John.
He's trying to work on something. Wait, he married? Wait, he married? What is he talking about?
That's it. Bye.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.